Hey there, I hope you're having a great day. And I hope you're staying positive, right? Mindset's key. So the point of today's video is to talk about our nutrition drinks that we use. To talk about those and what they are and what they aren't. And I'm going to talk about what I used to use for superfoods and how these new superfoods I'm using are actually saving me a lot of money and time, and they're much higher quality, okay? So this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about our Shakeology, okay? So these are just a few of the flavors. There's much more, but here is my cafe latte, delicious. Tropical strawberry, delicious. Salted caramel, so good. I wish this was a regular item, but this one is seasonal, like a summer one. Vanilla, good old-fashioned chocolate, and then another seasonal one, pumpkin spice, and they even have like a peppermint mocha one that comes out, you know, in the winter, Christmas time. So these are just a few of the flavors that I keep on stock. Yes, I love them. They are so yummy. They are so delicious. I'm obsessed with them. I kind of bounce back and forth between the cafe latte. I mean, for my favorites. My favorites, I bounce back and forth between cafe latte, tropical strawberry, the chocolate, and the caramel. And when I make them with a friend, this is the most delicious piece right here. So when I make them with a friend, you know, I use two scoops, these 2 scoops, because you only need one. So I make it with a friend. I use the 2 scoops and then split it, and then we have a nice little chocolate caramel yummy situation going on. Okay, so why are these nutritional superfood drinks so amazing? Well, let me tell you. Okay, are you liking my pink today? So I was I had this top on, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty pink. I was like, I need to put on some pink lipstick to match the top. I was just kind of feeling pretty in pink today. Okay, squirrel, back on topic. Okay, so what makes why are these superfoods different, and what makes them so amazing compared to other drinks, okay? First, I want to talk to you that they're not a protein drink. Everybody calls them protein shakes, and I'm like, it's not a protein shake. Yes, they have 16 grams of protein per serving in there, but I drink something else for protein. Something else for protein that has all the amino acids and proteins to help my muscles recover. That's something else, okay? These are for nutrition. Our body requires so many different types of foods and superfoods that it is literally impossible for us to find and get and nourish our bodies with in this modern day food industry. It's not happening. The land has been over-farmed. Even the fruits and veggies you buy, even the organic fruits and veggies you buy, you know, at the grocery store, they just don't have the loads of vitamins and minerals and nutrition in them that they used to have back in the day. And that's for a few reasons. You know, we've got big factory farms now. The land's over-farmed. Not taking proper care of the lawn while farming. These are all things that have lowered the nutrition content in our foods, right? And that's a whole nother. We can get into factory farms and over farming, and we can talk about that. That's a whole nother video. But we can't get everything we need just from our food nowadays. We just can't do it. So these drinks, let's see, let's talk. I mean, they all have the same basis of superfoods in them. Okay, so let's talk about what's actually in these. Because people will say things like, well, my protein drink is less expensive, or it tastes better. Well, one, that's a protein drink. This is not. This is superfoods. You cannot compare the two. They are not even comparable, right? And then secondly, look at your ingredients on your protein shake. If there's any word listed in those ingredients that you can't say, It's a no-go. It's no good for you. You know, it may make you feel good thinking that, oh, I'm getting my protein and I got it at this cost and I've saved a ton of money. Just, there's a reason that if it's cheap or inexpensive, there's a reason for that. And you are what you eat. So let's not be cheap and inexpensive to yourself, right? So these are different, friends. These are very, very different superfoods. So these are for a protein source in here. These are packed with pea, flax, rice, quinoa proteins. They're full of antioxidants, okay? You're not getting that in your little protein drink. These have antioxidants like camu, blueberries, bilberry, goji berries, pomegranate, rose hips, just to name a few. These are full of phytonutrients. You're not getting phytonutrients in your protein shakes. Okay, phytonutrients. Phytonutrients are so important because they help, they just support your health and vitality and help you feel well. Things like chlorella, spinach, kale, okay? Those are your phytonutrients. It has things like adaptogens. Adaptogens are those mushrooms, and adaptogens are super, super important because they help our body adapt to changing, and they help our body handle stress better. So as you start a new type of fitness program or nutrition program, your body is going to be under some stress. Your body does not know the difference between good stress and bad stress. So any good change on the body still takes it as a stress. So that's why we need adaptogens to help our body respond appropriately to the stress, to the changes. Adaptogens like ashwagandha, maca, maitake, reishi, chaga, like all those amazing mushrooms, even more, okay? And then it also has a lot of pre and probiotics and digestive enzymes. So those probiotics and enzymes are very important because they help your body absorb the nutrients, and they also help your body in supporting regularity in your digestion. So we have like chicory root, yacon root, cellulase, and I'm just not going to torture those words, okay? So lots of good stuff in there, and I even have, I'll see if I can get this in the comments, but let's talk a bit about why, you know, why do we need antioxidants? Why? Well, they fight free radicals in the body, and those types of free radicals can damage our cells and cause cancer. So they fight that. Think like even things, you know, these are going all the way down to, you know, remedies for rheumatoid arthritis and these types of antioxidants. I have notes here because it's just too much to remember. These types of antioxidants are high in vitamin C, vitamin K. These all help with our eyes, helps any wounds heal faster, helps with blood clotting, helps with any type of like that inflammation that needs to be brought down. They're very big anti-inflammatories, help stabilize blood sugar. I mean, the list just goes on and on. I could spend a whole day just talking about why all of these things are so wonderful for us. Phytonutrients, you know, the chlorella in there, that is just helps the body, your detox by removing heavy metals. I mean, people, the list just goes on and on. Magnesium, zinc, calcium, vitamin B, C, and K, fatty acids, all that great stuff. What's different about these is they do have those omega-3s, those fatty acids in there, which sometimes can be a bit hard to find in your plant-based. So they're in there, wonderful. Those adaptogens, you know, that ashwagandha, a powerful herb, rejuvenating benefits, helps alleviate stress, anxiety, fatigue. They support cardiac function, respiratory health, because they optimize the oxygen intake. And upping the oxygen intake also brings down inflammation. So, you know, cancer can't survive in an oxygenated body. It just can't. So we want things that are constantly being oxygenated. I mean, so much. Okay, I could just talk forever about all those little ingredients, but did you see those? I just gave you a short synopsis of what is in here and how it's different. You see the difference? They are not protein drinks. They are superfood drinks. Do not put them in the same box. Don't do it. It's not going to work. Okay? So that's what I'm doing now. On top of all those amazing benefits that I just talked about, they are 1000% delicious. Okay? And maybe some people say they're not, or blah, 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 blah. But look at what people that say they're not delicious, how long have they been drinking them? What else is in their diet? Because like I was saying, if you start something healthy and nutritious, your body's like, I don't know what that is. And your body's going to be like, that's gross, because you've programmed it for, I don't know how many years, what, 30, 40, 50 years, 60 years, you've programmed it to like and eat certain foods. So the moment you scoop a heavy dose of nutrition in there, your body's going to be like, oh, you know, yuck. But that's why it takes time. They say to drink them, the rule is for 90 days, every day for 90 days, and then make a judgment. You can't make a judgment off of a few weeks or anything like that, because you haven't even given it time to work. You haven't done it. So keep that in mind when people say they're yucky. If anybody says to you, those are really yucky, ask them, well, what do you eat for breakfast every day? What do you eat for lunch? What do you eat for dinner? What's your favorite restaurant to go to? And then you're going to go, oh, now I know why he thinks they're yucky. Because he's not eating superfoods, or she's not eating superfoods, or you know, they're not already getting these in their daily intake every day. So their body is going to react differently to it because they haven't done it, all right? Like I was saying, good things, bad things, doesn't matter. To your body, it's all change, it's all stress, and it will handle it. But you've got to give it time to work itself out. 90 days, every day, then make a choice. Okay, off my little soapbox there. So what I was doing before these shakes was actually costing me a fortune. And I had like a million places to get it from. Like some things I would get here from Target, some things I would get from this vitamin shop, some things I would get from Amazon. And so I get them from all these different retailers. And I felt like I was always ordering them, right? Because they're running out, and now I got to get this, and I got to get this, and I get this. And these are, what I'm going to show you now is just a few things, because I've stopped buying a lot of the ingredients that are in these shakes. I stopped buying them because I'm getting them here. I don't need to buy them twice. Your body only needs a certain amount, and anything more than that, your body's just going to get rid of. So it's a waste. It's a waste of time and money and all of it. So I've just kind of converted my spending, right? And I'm actually saving a lot of money. So I used to buy every month goji berries, okay? Spent $35 a month on my order of goji berries. Mushrooms and adaptogens. So I have some to show you, but some I just don't have because they're gone and I haven't bought any more. So goji berries are gone. And I'm not buying them, obviously, because they're already in my shakes. So goji berries. Another one I was buying every month was these two different types of mushrooms. Because they each had, so this is a triple mushroom complex. 1, 2, 4 different types of mushrooms. And then here's another type of mushroom. This one had some extra zinc and vitamin C in it to help support immune system. But 30 tablets, so you have to take 2 a day, right? So this is only a month, and this is only a month. So I was spending about $60 a month on mushrooms, or adaptogens, okay, $60. And then my probiotics, $30 a month on these. 30. And my spirulina and my chlorella, those phytonutrients that I was getting. Chlorella is very cool because it's an algae, and it really helps the body detox. So a lot of those, I like to call them ocean vegetables. Ocean vegetables are like a whole nother level of nutrients for our body. So my spirulina and my chlorella, $30 a month here. And then my flax, I'm spending about, these I would buy a couple, I'd probably buy like 2 of these a month. So I was sitting about $20 with those, okay? So, just adding up all my prices here. And again, this isn't even everything. It's kind of been a bit, geez, I guess since February, since I've really started shifting everything, and it's June now, okay? So February, I kind of stopped buying these, and these were just some I still had left over that I'm going to use up, obviously, and then be done with them. But so last February, I started to just shift my spending, and so I was spending, you know what, and I'm 185 to 200 because this is just what that I was able to run around my house and find that I still had left over. But again, I know I had more than this. I know I did have way more little vitamin bottles. So I was spending around lowball 185, probably more like 220 a month on my nutrition, just trying to make sure that I was getting all my mushrooms, probiotics, all that stuff, okay? So with these, and with my, with my membership and all that stuff, so I get these for $97 a month. That includes tax, that includes shipping, that's everything. And these taste way better. And these are filling. I need to talk about that too. So I have a 30-day supply of those for $97 a month versus going to all the different places and all the different things and all the different stores and all the different online vendors for all this stuff. So I was glad, I'm super, my cabinets, my closets, my fridge. It's also happy not to have all these random bottles everywhere. I just have a nice yummy shake. Yummy. That's the other thing. Just swallowing some pills. And if you want to talk about pills, again, that's a whole nother video. But there has been some research on if pill form is actually even good for you or not, or if you're even getting everything from the pill or the capsule if you take it like this. So doing it in this powder that you turn into a liquid, it's much easier for your body to absorb. So you're getting more nutrients, more minerals, more vitamins, more superfoods. You're absorbing it all because it's in a drink versus a pill. Okay. There's something else. I know all these amazing things, right? I'm saving money. I'm getting better ingredients. And it's just on an auto ship, so it comes every month. I don't have to worry about it. Like all this other stuff, I was always going in and buying. Yeah, I'm already thinking about some things that I forgot to put on this table. So yes, I am saving well over $100 a month using our Shakeology. Another reason I love Shakeology, let's talk about it. So I was doing all the things like before, I started Lemon and working out and training with the team. I was doing, because, I was certified fitness, nutrition, all that stuff. So I wrote like this whole working in mesocycles and all this stuff, right? I did the whole routine. I was doing that for about 5 or 6 years. Like coming up with all my whole workout routine in mesocycles, and I would switch it up every 4 weeks, and that's a whole nother video again. So I wasn't really getting anywhere. It got to a point where I was just plateauing probably a couple years. So what I just started working out more. Honestly, I was in the gym. I hate to say it, but like an hour and a half to 2 hours every day. I was not going to leave that gym till I used to have the watch, you know, the watches, the fit watches, whatever. I was not leaving until I burned 1,000 calories. So I was in there for an hour and a half to 2 hours every day. And I wasn't really seeing that great of results. But I wasn't like too hard on myself about it or anything. But then I did that 9-week program that I started, I think we started beginning of March. And then we ended, I guess the very, very beginning of May, or the end of April we finished. So I had more results in those 9 weeks than I had in years. And you know what it was? I went from like 2-hour-a-day workouts to 30 minutes a day. And I was getting proper nutrition. These shakes kept me full. Like when I drink one of these, I'm full for like 5-6 hours. I'm serious. And I am a busybody. Like I gotta move and everything. So to be able to say that something fills me up and I'm not always like, I am hungry. And that's how I used to feel. Like I get headache pains and everything because I was so hungry. I'm satisfied. My belly is satisfied. My hunger is satisfied. It's because I'm getting what I need. And people, I saw more results in 9 weeks than I'd seen in years. And I credit it to, like I said, one, I was only working out 30 minutes a day, but what I really credit it to is these. I was finally giving my body what it needed. You know, I was willing to do the work in the gym. I was willing to cook, you know, the healthy foods. I was willing to do all the things, but I wasn't seeing the results exactly that I wanted. And I was still hungry all the time. You know, after you work out for 2 hours, you're like hungry all day long, right? And I'm just telling you, this boost of protein and fiber and omega-3s and all the greatness in here just cuts your cravings, okay? You're just giving your body what it needs, okay? These are gluten-free, you know, they're vegan and they're on the low glycemic index. So what does that mean? So a lot of people will look at this and they will say, oh my goodness, there is 7 grams of sugar in here. Now talking about sugar is also a whole nother video, but just a quick breakdown is not all sugar is created equal. These are not from, like the sugars in here are not from like additive sugars, okay? The sugars in here are from things like your plants, okay? So let me do a look here. Okay, so we have some sugars from plants in here, okay? So know that your sugars, your natural sugars from plants is nothing like the sugar in your white bread or the sugar in your candy or your all that crap food. It's not the same. It is not the same. Okay? And that's because plants, like let's say an apple, right? It's got a lot of sugar in it. But I would still eat that apple. That sugar's not going to hurt you. Would you like to know why? The sugar in an apple or any fruit does not hurt you? Because when we're talking about foods, you can't just look at the sugar. You can't just look at the protein. There's no one part that you can look at. That's not how it works. when you're looking at foods and if they're good for you or not, you need to look at the whole food, the entire food. So yeah, apple's got a lot of sugar in it, but it's also got a lot of vitamins, minerals, and nutrients and fiber in it, okay? So we would call that a nutrient dense food. So foods that are nutrient dense, that means have a lot of nutrients, and then they also have a good amount of natural sugar in it, that all that fiber and all those nutrients, and you're not going to have that sugar. You're not going to get that sugar high. If you, after you eat an apple, you're like, oh, I need 10 more. No, because you're satisfied. You give your body what you need, okay? So it's not like if you eat like a candy bar and you're like, oh, I need 10 more, right? Because you're not satisfied. Your body didn't get what it needs. So you just keep craving more. So with these, you're not going to keep craving more. I mean, maybe. I mean, they are delicious. But it's nutrient dense with a lot of fiber. So the sugar that is in here is going to be burned up so fast because your body is going to have to take energy. It's going to take the energy to break down the fiber. And you know what fiber does, right? Gets everything moving. So the sugar is not just going to be sitting around going in your blood. Your body's going to use it. It's going to use it to break down all the fiber and all the superfoods so your body can use them. Okay? A lot of our fruits and vegetables are negative calorie foods because they take so much energy to break down, and they have so many amazing superfoods and nutrients in it that your body has to use a lot of energy to get this amazingness out of it and get it into your cells to do what it's supposed to do. And the natural sugar that's in there gives you that burst of energy so your body can take all these nutrients and superfoods and fiber and get them where they need to go in your cells. Okay? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Fruit gets a bad rap, and it's from people that are uneducated, people that have not studied nutrition and foods. Okay? So please make sure that we're, comparing apples to apples. Okay? So, yep, I saw some great results, and I just know that it was from these. Because I can make like little cookies. I know you've seen my chocolate cookies, my cookie dough balls. And I don't crave the sugar like I used to. It's really helped cut my sugar addiction. Because now, and I'm not gonna lie, at night I do get those sugar cravings, and I have a shake, or I grab a chocolate Shakeology cookie, or an energy. I use these to make the cookie dough balls, or I grab a cookie dough ball. So they're not the same, people. They're not the same as any other drink out there. And I challenge somebody, I challenge you to show me something better. Challenge, I threw it out there. So yeah, and I'm telling you, like I said, I think that's what really helped me see better results, is because I was just getting the nutrition and the proper nutrition, and all of these really just help curb my hunger. So I hope this has been informal, or I hope this little informal video has really educated us all on the difference here of these nutrition drinks. So I am saving money, I am saving time, and I am seeing better results than I ever have before, and in a shorter time. So reach out, join us. I'd love for you to try them. They do have the whey options also. But I'm a plant girl, so I stick with my plant-based. And I also hear the plant-based ones are much easier on the tummy than the whey protein ones. Okay, reach out. I love to get you started. I love to get you with us. We just have so much fun. We just have fun being healthy, encouraging each other. It's just all about the good times, okay? Have a great day. Reach out to me. Mwah! Bye, friends.